Just out here taking my bike for a walk. I don't even think I can walk up that thing. Oh, oh God. Just out here training for Hunt 2024. Whew. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's talk about the Evasion. Maybe the unsung hero. This is the bike that started it all for Crust. And it is still probably my favorite. No, maybe not. I don't know. But this is what I would say is a do-it-all bike that still looks pretty clean and doesn't have the surly effect, for lack of a better term. I'm not talking shit on Surly, they're good bikes, but you probably know what I mean. This bike came out around 7 years ago, and at the time it was pretty unique, and it still kind of is, I guess. Back then I thought it was the most versatile bike, production bike you could get. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Today I don't really know, because I haven't been paying much attention to what else is out there. But yeah, this is a bike you can go ride around the world on, use as a commuter, run at 700C, 650B, 26 plus, whatever. As you can see, I've got it in the 26 plus mode right now, which I really enjoy. Not many people build it up 26 plus, probably due to the lack of tire options and the lack of people talking about 26 plus. But it is a fantastic size, I think. Yeah, it's a shame more people don't build them up 26 plus. I can probably count on my hands how many I've seen built up that way. Alright, let's talk about the build a little bit, shall we? I just talked about the tyres. They're Surly Nards. You can't get those anymore, but you can get the WTBs. They're 2.8. These ones run a little wider. These are actual 3s, maybe a bit bigger than a 3. I like this tyre a lot. I've got a small stockpile. Maybe Surly will bring it back. I doubt it though. Yeah, and then we've got the Eagle cassette, another fancy cassette, as you know. I always run a fancy cassette for some dumb reason. Eagle derailleur, 12-speed friction setup. Love the Byron friction. Carbon tie hubs. They're super light hubs out of Italy. This wheel set is real light. There's some carbon rims on there that I can't remember the brand of. TRP levers. Got the Crust Nullabar handlebar. I think that's a, I don't know what width. I'll chuck it up on the screen. It's called the Nullabar because of this big long flat section here. There's a long straight flat road in Australia called the Nullarbor. So it's a play on words, but this, having this big long flat section here, it's just luxury for the hands. I might do this bar, another version of this bar with slightly less flare. These have a fair bit of flare, which is good for this kind of riding that I do on this bike. It might be nice to have a little less flare and then use it on more bikes. Got the Fabs, obviously. Love those bags. The chest, it's still the best. What else we got on this thing? The bell. Ooh, that's a good ring. Wowee. I don't know what the bell is though. I think it's a spur bell. Spar bell? Spur? Got the Crust 6 palm, or whatever, how many palms, I can't remember what it's called. Garrett names most of this stuff. It's a Crust headset anyway, stainless steel bearings. Don't know if he mentions that. Should probably hype those things up a bit more. Good headset. Let's see what else. The Crust pedal, coming soon, couple of days. The Appleman, thank God that was written on there. Had no idea. Appleman cranks. I'm not gonna lie, I bought them just because of the colour, but they're good. Nice crank. And the wolf tooth chainring. Got the French saddle, the, you know what it is, Berhoud, something or other. The palm oil brakes. Another prototype rack. This one has 0 adjustability. I think racks work the best when they're designed for a bike. Kind of inconvenient from a production standpoint. And then people complain when you do stuff solely for a bike, but it's kind of how you get the best product. That rack has 3 attachment points, all welded, nothing to rattle loose. What else we got? King cage. Some no-name seat clamp. Oh yeah, the Crust stem. Forget what it's called. Something. Tall stack? Or, I don't know. Yeah, great bike this one. Love to see more of them build up 26 plus. So this has got the Paragon rocker design. So you can run it single speed, roll off, whatever. At the time I was running a roll-off because I was into doing big long tours when I started Crust. Now I just sit behind a computer and answer comments on YouTube. But yeah, I think if I was going to be riding like I used to, I'd still run a roll-off, even though they weigh a fuck ton. There's really not much to break on them. They're pretty handy for when you want to like hitch a section, just launch your bike in the back of a truck or something. Good for terrain like this where there's just sticks everywhere, no derailleur to break. Yeah, but then I guess there's that pinion thing now. I've never tried one of them. They look pretty cool. Alright, what else is on this puppy? This is a 54 centimeter frame. And I'm small. I recommend sizing up with this bike for sure. Way more comfortable. They've got a fair amount of stack in them, but if you're riding this bike off-road and on long trips, you definitely probably want your saddle and bar height pretty level. Makes it more comfortable, I think. But that's personal preference. Yeah, the Crust Evasion. Half the people that buy Bomboras should probably be buying this, in my opinion. It's not that much heavier. I don't think it's any slower. And you can really ride anything. It's a pretty burly bike. Yeah, feels great. Loaded, unloaded, whatever. Alright, that's about it, I reckon. Thanks, bye!
We're going to slow down a little bit with one of the classics of Australian rock and roll. This is a little different version of a Cold Chisel song. Ain't nobody gonna steal this heart away. Ain't nobody gonna steal this heart away. When the war is over, got to get away. Pack my bag to no place, in no time, no day. And I, we used each other's shoulder, still so young, but somehow so much older. How can I go home and not get blown away? Ain't nobody gonna steal this.
I'm out of breath. So if you ride mixed dirt road and then single track, super rutted out stuff, get the Evasion, not the Bombora. What'd that say back there?
This thing is luxurious. It's like I'm riding on a cloud.